here, they're gonna tell you, all they're gonna do is tell you to do the air test. So the first thing I'm gonna do is say, okay, I'm gonna check this right here. I'm gonna check my gear shift. I'm gonna check my brakes. And I'm gonna tell them, my first test I'm gonna do is my governor cutout. I need 90 PSI to perform this test. I'm at 60 PSI, I'm in good shape. But if you use that 124 or something, all you're gonna do is reduce the air. If you're not at 90 already, look at your air gauge. So I'm in good shape. My first test is my governor cutout.
So you have to start at 90 PSI.
On the governor cutout. Because say if you get it, I'm saying, if you get in the truck and you're already at 124 with the truck cutout, you already had a cutout. So how can you do a cutout when you had a cutout already, right? So you gotta reduce the air so you can perform the cutout. So if you at 124, this truck maxes 124, just let them know I need to reduce air to perform the first test, which is a governor cutout. And the governor cutout is when the air compression governor up here stops pumping air into the air tanks. It's just cut out, no more by law in the book, 140. So all I'm gonna do is crank the truck up till my governor cut out. Don't give it no gas, just let it idle off the truck, just let it idle. And when I hear that air dryer, you know what the air dryer is, right? It's gonna go psst. That's the cutout. But they want you to go off the needle. Look at your needle. If the needle's not rising anymore, you tell them where the needle stopped rising. There's the air dryer. Look at my needle. Okay, inspector, my needle stopped rising at 123. That's a good test. Now my next test is my governor cut-in. My governor cut-in should cut in no lower than 100. I'm gonna reduce 5 to 10 pounds of air and wait 10 seconds. If the needle don't start rising, I'm gonna repeat it.
10 seconds you wait.
Wait 10 seconds. I'm gonna do is fan the brakes down on 5 to 10 pounds of air. Okay, I'm at 110. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at my needle. The needle is not rising. I'm gonna fan off about 5 or 10 more pounds. Okay, I'm at 101. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, my needle start rising at 101. That's a good test. Now my next test is my 460. My 460 means I can't lose no more than 4 pounds in 60 seconds. I'm checking for air leaks in my brake system. I need a tank of air to perform this test. There's a tank of air. All I'm gonna do is,
excuse me, what is called?
460.
460?
You can't lose no more than 4 pounds in 60 seconds.
Okay, 460.
Yeah, all I'm gonna do in this test, I need a tank of air. All I'm gonna do in this test is put it in low gear, shut the truck off, and release the brakes. Both brakes. Let it simmer out at the air stop. Okay, now I'm stable at, this is 1 second, the needle's still rising. I'm stable at 102. I'm stable at 102. All I'm gonna do is hold my foot on the surface brake for 1 minute, and I shouldn't lose no more than 4 pounds in 1 minute. Now push down. I'm gonna give a reading. I'm at 90 PSI, and my minute starts now. Hold it down for 1 minute. And if I lose no air, I'm gonna look at the needle. My minute will be up. Say my minute is up. Look at the needle. I'm still at 90. I got no air leaks. Can I let my foot go? They're gonna say whatever. Yes. Let it go. Now my next test is my low air warning. On my low air warning, I should see a light or hear a buzzer between 75 and 55, indicating that I have low air. All I'm gonna do on this test Flip the key on and fan the brakes down till I hear the alarm. One, two, 3, 4, 5. My alarm and light came on at 72. That's a good test. Turn the key off. My next test is my emergency pop out. My emergency pop out, these air valves should pop out between 45 and 20. The brakes will lock up. All I'm gonna do on this test here is fan it down until the air valves pop out. The trailer, if anything pops out first, will be the trailer. They may pop out together. We'll see.
Why the trailer first?
Because they keep it from jackknifing. If you roll down the street and the brakes lock up, I'll tell you that in a minute. Okay, we're gonna fan it down. Look at the knobs so you won't miss what jump out. They both popped out. Both of my knobs popped out at 35. That's a good test. Okay, now, my next test is my brake test. I'm gonna check my trailer brake, my tractor brake, and my service brake. Let's see if the brakes is working. So all I'm gonna do is put it in neutral, double check my brakes, they both popped out, and fire the truck up. You can give it a little gas on this one. It's okay to give a little gas to get it going, they're gonna say yeah, but no more than 15 PSI, RPMs. Okay, there's the tank of air. The first test is I'm gonna check my tractor brakes by releasing my trailer brakes. I'm gonna release the trailer brake, put it in low gear, I'm gonna put off the brake and let it tug. The tractor shouldn't go nowhere. It just tugs. Okay, that's a good test. Put it back. Okay, now I'm gonna check my trailer brake by releasing my tractor brake. The trailer shouldn't go nowhere. I'm gonna put it in low gear. If I put off the brake, it's holding. The trailer's holding. Put it back, put it in neutral. Now I'm gonna check my service brake by releasing both brakes. I'm gonna let the trailer roll 5 miles and I'm gonna hit the brakes. But I'm a little too close, Inspector. Is it okay for me just tug it? Because I'm too close to the truck. But you're supposed to let it roll. We're gonna let it roll. Just like he said, tug it. I'm gonna tug it. Put it in low gear, hold my foot on the brake. And that's holding. Okay, Inspector, that includes my air test. And then if I did something wrong, he's gonna tell me to turn it off and tell me what I done wrong, or he's gonna say go to the Incab. So I did good. He said so go to do the Incab. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do while the truck is running, straight to my oil pressure. My oil pressure should be between 20 and 45 or 20 and 40. My water temperature should get no hotter than 210. To crank the truck up, I need 12 to 14 volts. My gas should be at a quarter tank at all times. My air valves should be between 120 and 140. My RPMs and speedometer needles should be in place, not missing, working properly. My high beams and low beams should be working properly. All right, my 4-ways should be working, no missing knobs. My signals, left and right signals should be working properly, right? My city horn should work, Lord. Highway horn working properly, right? Now I'm gonna come on down here. My all 4 speeds on my defroster and heater should be working. All 4 speeds should be working with no missing knobs. My air knobs should be not leaking, not missing, right? My steering wheel should have no more than 2-inch free play on the steering wheel, not cracked or broke. My clutch should have a 1-inch free play, 1.5-inch free play, with good rubbers on the clutch, brake, and gas. No trash or debris up under there. My shifter should not be bent up or broke or cracked. No illegal wheels on the shifter. The boot shouldn't be ripped up or torn. And
Steering play, how much?
10 degrees or
10 degrees?
or
Inches?
no more than 2 inches free play.
And clutch plate?
1.5.
No more.
No more. So I got the whole dashboard done, right? Then I'm gonna go with my front and back window. Not cracked, broke, no illegal stickers, good weather strippers, right? Both of my doors, open and closed, with good handles on them, and good hinges. Both windows should come up and down, not cracked or broke, with good knobs or handles on them, up and down, no illegal stickers. Both mirrors properly mounted to the door, not cracked, not broke, no missing bolts, no illegal stickers, right? Both of my seats properly mounted to the floor with no missing bolts. Both seat belts not ripped up or torn, working properly. My emergency kit consists of extra fuses. My 3 triangles is not cracked or broke. I got a fire extinguisher over here, should be up to date with a good safety pin in it. And if I missed it, that's about everything.
And everything is the same with the truck when we go to the DMV?
Everything's the same. And then after you get through with that, you just can turn it off. You can say, now you don't have to ask me, can I go to the front? Just because the Incab goes with the walk around. Just go to the, say, now I'm going to go to the, after you said all of that, they're going to just say, they're going to write down everything you said, then you're going to go to the front, right? You know the front, then you're going to do the engine, then you're going to do the tire, you're going to do the exhaust and gas tank and fuel tank and all that stuff, the fifth wheel, and just what we just did. That's it. That's the air test.